A former Mid-Michigan school employee will spend more than 3 years in prison for having an inappropriate relationship with a student. That tops our 6 o'clock show. Thank you for joining us. The judge in the case going above the sentencing guidelines, in part because of the grooming aspect of this relationship. ABC 12's Terry Camp joining us in the studio now. And Terry, what were the sentencing guidelines?
Angie, Camay Booms pled guilty to 2 criminal charges in the case, and the sentencing guidelines were 0 to 17 months in jail. But Huron County Circuit Court Judge Gerald Prill said he couldn't agree to that and handed down a lengthy prison term.
You can't write a more tantalizing quote script regarding this.
33-year-old Camay Booms was a school nurse and an assistant in the agricultural program in the Ubly Community Schools. She resigned last April, a day after school officials called Ubly Police and Child Protective Services when officials were informed of an incident on a school bus between Booms and a 16-year-old male student. An investigation followed, and in March, Booms pled guilty to 2 charges.
Make no doubt about it, Your Honor. Camay takes full responsibility for her actions.
Attorney Nicole Becker represents Booms and asked Huron County Circuit Court Judge Gerald Prill to consider house arrest.
I've not represented a single client who comes to the table with such extensive records of community service, charity work, volunteerism.
Huron County Prosecutor Tim Rutkuski says the victim's father was requesting that Booms serve prison time. Judge Prill said he could not go with a recommended sentence of 0 to 17 months after reading the pre-sentencing report, which indicated there was grooming involved in the relationship.
I cannot follow the guidelines based upon what I've read because that's the rest of the story. And the rest of the story, frankly, is appalling.
And with that, Judge Prill sentenced Booms to 40 months to 5 years for gross indecency between a male and a female, and 16 months to 2 years for 1 count of 4th-degree criminal sexual conduct. And Camay Booms must also comply with the requirements of the Michigan Sex Offender Registry for 25 years.